Welcome to the Sell Guru Show. Great stories today, and we'll start off with this new trend that every company and brand is now doing, where they release a phone and then there are variants. Earlier there used to be variants where, a little bit more RAM or storage, that's pretty much it. Now, dramatically different phones, from the looks, the material used, the processor inside, capabilities of the phone, features, cameras, everything is different. Case in point, the Vivo X60 Pro Plus. Now there's an X60, there's a Pro which we've already reviewed, and now the Pro Plus. Lots and lots of changes, including the material. It's actually got leather at the back, periscope camera, lots and lots of things happening on this phone which we'll take you through, and of course we'll test out the camera also. And then we'll move on to another story, where for that story you should gather everybody in your home and watch that story together. And that is how gaming can now be a career. So if you have, relatives and friends and parents telling you, why are you wasting time on gaming? Show them this story, because you can make a professional career out of it. And then on to something else where I'm going to again improve your life. So remember those TWS earbuds that you bought, whether they were AirPods or Samsungs or Sonys? Remember that time when you started off by putting them in your ear and said, wow, what great sound, and somehow you're not that dazzled by the sound anymore? There could be a reason for it, and that is that they could have become very dirty. Remember, you insert them into your ear, and your ear has wax and other gunk inside it, and that can really change the sound. That and a whole lot more on this week's Sell Guru Show. Let's start off, of course, with all the news coming in from the world of mobiles. Poco has a new phone, and Apple announces one more only online date for WWDC.
The legacy of the original Poco F1 is hard to forget, and Poco is all set to repeat that with the Poco X3 Pro. The company's latest smartphone focuses on delivering max performance at a great price and packs a power Snapdragon 860 chipset. Over on the front, the phone has a 6.67-inch display but amps it up with a 120Hz refresh rate as well as Gorilla Glass 6. Meanwhile, in the imaging department, a 48-megapixel primary camera does the job. It has been paired with an 8-megapixel ultra-wide shooter as well as 2-megapixel depth and macro cameras. Other features include a 5160 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charging support, a 3.5mm jack, dual SIM slots, an IR blaster, as well as an IP53 rating. The Poco X3 Pro is priced starting 18,999 rupees for the 6GB RAM variant, while the 8GB RAM variant is priced at 20,999 rupees, making it one of the most powerful phones in its price segment. The dates for Apple's WWDC are here, and the excitement is palpable. One of the biggest events every year for Apple fans, the annual Worldwide Developers Conference, is expected to bring a number of announcements even in its virtual avatar. Scheduled from 7th to 11th June, a short WWDC reveal is expected to be iOS 15 and iPad OS 15, the next generation operating system for iPhones and iPads. However, like previous years, Apple might also introduce a slew of hardware updates. The Cupertino giant is expected to refresh the iPad Pro lineup with a mini LED display and faster processors. In addition to iPads, it is believed that Apple might introduce an iMac running on Apple Silicon. Finally, the AirPods received no update in 2020, and WWDC 2021 would be the perfect time to introduce a redesigned model. With just 2 months to go, it sure is a great time for Apple fans to start getting hyped up.
Let's start off with this. This is our top story, the Vivo X60 Pro Plus. Like I said, this new trend that is coming in, and it's a good trend. You take out one phone and you come up with 2 or 3 variants, but the variants are not just a little bit of RAM or storage. These are dramatically different phones, from the processor to the camera inside to even the screen, capabilities of the phone. So we've got our hands on the Vivo X60 Pro Plus. Now this is a luxury phone more or less for everything it does. It has vegan leather at the back. Now to a lot of people, what is vegan leather? We'll try and answer that when we actually review the phone. Lots of other things. So we'll show you the difference between the 3 phones, and we'll also do a full test on the camera, because that's what this phone is all about.
Vivo has championed the art of camera innovation. last year's X50 series was a testament to Vivo's ability of bringing great camera features to a smartphone, and this year's X60 Pro Plus only takes it one step further. But at Rs 69,990, is the X60 Pro Plus the best flagship money can buy? Here's our review. The ingredients for a top-of-the-line flagship are all here. There's the newest Snapdragon 888 processor in the X60 Pro Plus, which means performance will have no hiccups. We enjoyed using this phone, we gamed on it and it never let us down. Complementing the highest-end processor is 12GB RAM, and this dynamic duo is a killer combination for any smartphone. However, the real showstopper here is the quad camera at the back. Vivo has incorporated Zeiss optics technology into the cameras and the results speak for themselves. There's a 50MP sensor with a wide aperture that lets in plenty of light. There's a 48MP ultra-wide lens, a 32MP telephoto lens and another 8MP periscope lens, which allows the camera to zoom in up to 60 times. However, anything beyond 10x is usually blurry and not usable. Camera performance is right up there with the best. The photos taken from the main camera look absolutely stunning. There's even a 100MP UHD mode that takes full advantage of the primary sensor, and the pictures have incredible detail and colors. The portrait mode has some neat features like bokeh and filters that make the pictures pop. The implementation of the second generation gimbal stabilization on the X60 Pro Plus ensures completely stable videos and pictures that don't look blurry at all. Over to the front is a 32MP selfie camera, and the portrait mode features carry over here as well, which means your selfies will look incredible. There is also a dedicated night mode here, and we won't shy away in saying that the X60 Pro Plus can see in the dark. There is some noise in the shots, but the camera manages to take some great night mode shots. The good things don't end there. There's a 6.56-inch FHD AMOLED screen with great color reproduction. It has a 120Hz refresh rate and the phone feels as smooth as it can possibly get. The back of the phone is our favorite part. There's a vegan leather finish on the X60 Pro Plus and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The phone feels good to hold in the hand and weighs a pleasant 191 grams. There is a 4200 mAh battery, and that's the only thing we didn't like here. We were hoping to get some more juice in the box, but Vivo has included a 55-watt fast charger in the box, which makes up for the reduced battery capacity. Overall, the Vivo X60 Pro Plus is an absolute flagship. It has great camera performance, it has the fastest processor in the Snapdragon 888 and is one of the best phones out there. If you're looking to get your hands on a powerful smartphone that won't disappoint you anytime or anywhere, the Vivo X60 Pro Plus is your best bet. You can pick the 12GB 256GB variant for Rs 69,990. Now, comparing the X60 series, the differences here are quite pronounced. Starting with the processor, the X60 and the X60 Pro feature the Snapdragon 870 processor, whereas the X60 Pro Plus has the Snapdragon 888 chip, which makes the Pro Plus the fastest flagship. Moving to the battery, surprisingly the regular X60 features a bigger 4300 mAh battery, whereas the other two have a smaller 4200 mAh battery. However, the X60 and X60 Pro have 33-watt fast charging, whereas the Pro Plus comes with 55-watt fast charging. The big difference is also in the cameras, with the Pro Plus getting a quad camera setup, whereas the other two only have 3 cameras at the back. The differences in the price range are also visible here. The X60 can be bought for Rs 37,990, the X60 Pro is available for Rs 49,990, whereas the highest end X60 Pro Plus retails for Rs 69,990.
And now for the story all of you were waiting for. I told you, gather your family around, because this is where you could now start moving towards a career and doing something that you enjoy and convert that into a professional career. Gaming. And it's in our special segment from Qualcomm, how the processor has completely and totally changed the gaming world, gaming dimensions, gaming audience. Let's take a look. Now, in the time it's going to take me to finish this very sentence, multiple new rounds of battle royale, new football matches, new car races will have already started across the world. Yes, gaming has become that big these days. Gaming is no longer a way to just pass time. It's gone from being a casual activity to a full-time career for many. Gamer is now a legitimate profession. even if your parents may not think so. But don't worry, they will very soon, as pro gamers are increasing by the day. Online competitive esports is now a big business with attractive prize pools, large format tournaments, and millions of audience around the world. And rightfully so. Esports is growing at a rapid pace. Reports and statistics show that ever since the pandemic hit, we've all started gaming even more. Previously, the average amount that we spent on gaming was, what, say, hour, 2 hours? But now that's close to 4 hours a week. I'm sure it's going to go up even more because the survey was conducted a while back. And if you thought the only time spent playing games has increased, here's something else. Gaming is now a spectator sport too. Watching gamers play games is the next new big thing. Esport viewership is on the rise, and numbers show that by 2023, there will be as many as 646 million people watching esport tournaments and gaming streams online. I don't know about you, but that just screams insane to me. And because so many people are now gaming and trying their hands out in these tournaments, it's given rise to new opportunities like providing the best experience for gamers or providing platform for gamers to rise to the occasion and get those vital kills to be the last one standing on the battlefield. While gaming on PCs and consoles is where it all really started, the majority of gamers in India now like to play on their mobile phones. We know that for those gaming on PCs, you can build your system as per your requirement, customize it. But for mobile gamers, phone manufacturers have started packing in a number of features to enable great gaming experiences on your small little device. We now have dedicated gaming smartphones like the Asus ROG phone. These phones have powerful hardware that promise a certain level of performance to ensure that the overall experience is as seamless as it can be. Companies are now going out of their way to highlight their proficiency in gaming. We talked about gaming phones, but what powers a gaming phone to become really great is a processor. A good smartphone processor can be the difference between getting eliminated first or being the last one standing. So if your processor can't handle the game's load, you might as well just surrender and go back home. Esports tournaments are great platforms to gamers to showcase their skills. There are multiple esport tournaments that are now cropping up, and one such tournament is Snapdragon Conquest Gaming, powered by, of course, Qualcomm Technologies. Snapdragon Conquest Gaming is a series of online tournaments that give gamers from all over India a platform to come and showcase their gaming prowess. The first season of this esport tournament featured over 600 teams from across the nation as gamers played rounds of an online battle royale game called Free Fire. With players trading blows across the map, the tournament saw winners progress to the next round as in-game qualifiers became online playoffs, and then it was off to the league system. This is where we saw the highest masala moments as 24 teams of 4 gamers each went head-to-head in a month-long conquest to be the winner. With high-level action-packed rounds, the grand final saw 12 teams lay it all on the line and battled out for glory as they pushed themselves as well as their smartphones to their absolute limit. This is where hard work, skill, and having a smartphone with a Snapdragon processor comes in very handy. So those very high pressure situations with so much stress, at least your phone will never really let you down. So let's see how else a Snapdragon processor makes gaming abilities come alive. Let's talk to Qualcomm and find out from them the importance of a good smartphone processor during an esports tournament. The first person we're meeting is Don Maguire, Senior VP Global Product Marketing, Qualcomm Technologies. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Rajiv. It's a pleasure to be on the program today.
My first question is, how has that mobile gaming ecosystem evolved over the years?
Well, gaming has seen leaps in technological innovation, which allows developers to create more complex games, immersive worlds, and actually new ways to play. And no type of gaming has seen greater leaps than in the mobile space. There was a time when mobile games were different experiences when compared to PC or console games. But now we're seeing advances in mobile gaming that are actually outpacing other platforms.
And how has Snapdragon Elite Gaming supported the evolution of gaming, and in particular, competitive mobile gaming?
Over 90% of phone owners play games on their device, and that number is just growing. Qualcomm recognizes how important gaming is to users, and the ability to play the latest blockbusters in high fidelity is critically important to gamers. With Snapdragon Elite Gaming, we've launched dozens of mobile-first features that keep pushing the boundaries on the experience that make mobile devices even better. And notably, these features deliver ultra-smooth gaming at the highest HDR quality and offer desktop-level capabilities in the palm of your hands. And we've made some huge breakthroughs that benefit competitive gaming. Last year, we announced Game Quick Touch, which reduces touch latency up to 20%, because mere milliseconds can mean the difference between first place and last place. And Snapdragon Sound delivers immersive sound, so you can track your competitors by their footsteps. In addition, Qualcomm Snapdragon Conquest is a platform we've created in India to provide gamers an opportunity to show off their gaming skills and push technology to the limits.
All right, cool. So in your opinion, what does the future of gaming look like? Let's say the next 5 years, how will the technology play a part in enabling it?
Well, the future of gaming has never looked brighter. The future will allow people around the world to play together, no matter the device or platform. You'll see mobile gamers competing against console and PC gamers with the same great experience, no matter where they're playing. And these global competitors will be able to compete at their highest level because of the innovations Qualcomm and Snapdragon are making with 5G. We'll see low lag, instant downloads, seamless game streaming, and the ability to compete online nearly anywhere around the globe. And Snapdragon Elite Gaming will continue to push the boundaries of gaming innovation by giving tools to developers to create more immersive worlds and gamers to play new experiences at an elite level.
And now a special treat, we actually have the Snapdragon Conquest winning team joining me. The team name is 4 unknown, but thankfully we do know their names: Vizardo, Swastik, Anand and Dead Soul. Congratulations on winning the Qualcomm Snapdragon Conquest Free Fire Open 2021. Tell me about your experience, the journey in the tournament. What do you think led to your success?
सबसे पहले तो थैंक यू सर. एंड अगर मैं अपनी जर्नी की बात करूं तो हमने अब से 4-5 महीने पहले अपनी टीम बनाई थी. लास्ट ईयर FFIC पोल जो आया था उस पे, एंड उससे पहले अपन नॉर्मल प्लेयर थे, लाइक इतना ज्यादा इस स्पोर्ट पे फोकस नहीं करते थे. उसके बाद हमें एक न्यूज मिलती है बहुत ही अच्छी, जिसका नेम था क्वालकॉम स्नैपड्रैगन कॉन्क्वेस्ट. एक मतलब रख रहा है टूर्नामेंट 50 लाख का बिग अमाउंट. एंड हमने वो सुन के बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगा कि हाँ अभी एक न्यू टूर्नामेंट आ रहा है, बहुत ही बड़ा प्राइज पूल है, एंड हमें अच्छा लगा. तो हमने इसके लिए पूरी प्रिपरेशन कर ली अपनी टीम को, कैसे खेलना है, क्या करना है. ये मतलब मैं बोल सकता हूँ बेस्ट इनका जो इस लीग स्टेज था, एकदम बेस्ट फॉर्मेट था ये अभी तक जब हमने जितने टूर्नामेंट खेले, क्योंकि इसमें सामने वाली टीम को समझने के हमें सारे चांस मिल गए, कैसे सामने वाली टीम खेलती है. हमें एक एक्सपीरियंस मिल गया कि हाँ हम जो हमें नीड थी कि हमें कैसे खेलना है, क्या हमारी गलतियां हो रही थी, वो हमने सब इस फॉर्मेट के मदद से क्लियर कर देते अपनी टीम के.
Now, according to you guys, how important is the mobile and the tech inside it for when you were gaming? What are the key features you look for when you actually choose a device?
सबसे पहले आपको गेमिंग के लिए 2 चीज चाहिए होती है. एक आपका फोन का प्रोसेसर हाई होना चाहिए एंड अच्छी कंपनी का हो, जो कि आपको पता ही है वर्ल्ड की नंबर 1 बेस्ट कंपनी है क्वालकॉम स्नैपड्रैगन. एंड नंबर 2 आपका होना चाहिए जो आपका फोन है वो लैग ना करे, मतलब उसका जो फ्रेम ड्रॉप है वो ना हो गेम के थ्रू.
बेस्ट मोबाइल के लिए क्वालकॉम का जो जैसे डेढ़ सौ ने बोला वैसे ही सही है, लेकिन प्रोसेसर अच्छा होना चाहिए और अच्छी GB का रैम का मोबाइल लेना चाहिए, जिससे आपका मोबाइल कम लैग होगा और आपको अपना बेस्ट दे पाओगे.
Now, to win an esports tournament, you must require great equipment, right? What are the essential ingredients for a good mobile gaming setup?
आपका एक अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट होना चाहिए जहाँ पे आप अकेले बैठे हो रूम में, एंड आपका पास एक अच्छा फोन है, इंटरनेट कनेक्शन अच्छा है, आपकी एसेसरीज अच्छी है जैसे ईयरफोन और भी कुछ हो सकता है. एंड यस यही सब होनी चाहिए स्मार्टफोन के लिए.
गेमिंग सेटअप के लिए तो दो जरूरी चीजें, एक तो अच्छा डिवाइस चाहिए और एक अच्छा नेट चाहिए, जिससे गेम कीपिंग हाई ना जाए और आप ठीक से गेम खेलें.
Alright guys, cool. Now tell me, can you share any tips or advice for upcoming mobile gamers in India?
अगर आप स्पोर्ट में आगे बढ़ना चाहते हो तो टीम के साथ ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करो, कोऑर्डिनेशन बढ़ाओ, ज्यादा से ज्यादा टूर्नामेंट खेलो, रैंक मैच, ये सब.
हमने जब स्टार्ट किया था तो हमें सक्सेस एकदम से नहीं मिल गई थी. हमने ये सब चीजें की थी, हमने प्रैक्टिस भी की थी, अपनी टीम को टाइम भी दिया था, स्ट्रैटेजी भी हमने सामने वाली टीम की बनाई थी, लेकिन हमें फिर भी सक्सेस नहीं मिली थी. तो हमने क्या किया, हम वहाँ पे हार नहीं माने. तो हमने फिर आगे बढ़े। ये सब चीजें अगर मैं आपको बताऊं कि आपको मेन चीज क्या करनी है, सिर्फ आपको खेलना है टीम के साथ में, आप सब कुछ सीख जाओगे, मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ। एंड प्रो टिप सिर्फ यही है, प्रैक्टिस एंड फोकस।
Thank you so much, guys. Great meeting all of you. Best of luck for your next one. Let's take a quick break right now. On the show, when we come back, lots more happening. Now let's move on to a story that's all about audio and sound, and especially the kind that is for private listening. So TWS earbuds, headphones, and all other forms. But anything that you insert into your ear can get a little bit of gunk from within the ear. But we're going to tell you how to clean them out safely, irrespective of what kind of form factor your headphones are.
Hi, I'm Rubina Mungia. Now most of us use headphones or lately earphones as a go-to audio product. But did you know that your favorite audio product might be covered in dead cells, earwax, or even worse, dirt and germs? So today the story is all about telling you how to keep your headphones and earphones clean. In the case of headphones, all you need is a damp cloth and a quick wipe down every few days. This should keep the ear pads and headband clean. Follow it up with a pat down dry using a soft cloth. This is all the more important if you use headphones while at the gym. All that sweat can become a breeding ground for germs. Coming to earbuds, a wipe with a damp cloth is sufficient for the outside of the buds. However, you should also remove the silicone tips and use a soft bristle brush to remove any lint or wax. Do not press down on it since the earwax can get jammed in the drivers. Finally, make sure you clean out the charging case for your earphones, especially the pin connectors for charging the earphones. You can use an earbud for the same. If not cleaned out regularly, the pin connectors can gather grime which can affect the charging capabilities of the earphones. So there you go. These tips should help you keep your headphones and earphones clean and hygienic for years to come. So happy listening.
That then was the Cell Guru Show for this week. Great stories coming up next week. I'll see you right here on that show.